we are talking about all things windows, so of course we had to bring in our go-to guys from H&F Exteriors, co-owners Philip Holland and Pete Fusaro. Thank you both so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Now, before we get into the fun stuff, we actually have a little bit more fun stuff. Before this, you were talking to me, this is a big month. This is also your charity month.
Actually, this has been with us since our second year in business.
Wow.
We actually do a charity every single month.
You do?
Yeah, we had an employee that he came to us and he said, you know, when I was growing up, I had to rely on the Glen Ed food pantry for food growing up. Is there any way you guys can make a donation? And from that moment, we turned it into a monthly charitable giving event for us.
Wow. Okay, and I bet you've gotten to meet some pretty cool charities since then. Like, what are some of your favorites?
Absolutely. One of my personal favorites is the Samaritan House in Granite City. They help women in kind of dangerous situations get to a safe home. And we also work a lot with the Madison County Advocacy Center.
The Child Advocacy Center.
The Child Advocacy Center, yes.
They do like the interviews for the children that are being abused.
Wow.
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Like, one of the things they said was they were out of snacks.
Oh my
And they said like you have to have snacks to like to loosen the children up. It really hit home for me.
Yeah.
Like,
So let's talk a bit about then what's going on this month.
So this month we're doing another donation to the Edwardsville Children's Museum.
Oh, good.
So they have a program where they allow foster children, I think it's foster, and then also kids on SNAP to enter at no charge.
Oh,
They have a fund that they utilize to pay for those children's entries because it is a public museum. So so we're donating to them. This month. That's kind of our big one for this month.
Well, it's all about the community for you guys. And of course, when we're speaking of community, we're talking about windows. It's chilly. There's a lot of things that go into windows.
Sure.
Well, you're seeing this time of year, I mean, there's basically three reasons why people replace their windows. They've gotten all fogged up because the seal is broken, right? Or it's drafty because the frame around the window is broken somehow. Or really, the windows just won't open.
Yeah.
Right, and a lot of times it's a combination of things, right? Windows age, they lose their heavy air that's between the panes at 5% a year, so they're just going to die.
Yeah.
And that's when they fog. But a lot of times too, it's just poor installation. Like if you don't install them properly and seal around them, you're going to get a breeze.
Yes, so which is really important for this time of year. And I also want to emphasize that it's a matter of safety when it comes to having those windows properly installed.
Okay, so like this is a real personal one for me.
Yeah.
7 children, right? So I have 7 kids. I always pride myself on being a good dad. Like it was like something I always did. And one day I'm talking to one of my installers and I said, man, I really need to get you to my house one of these days. One of these days, because contractor's house is always the last house to get work on. And I said, I have a couple windows that don't open. And he said, okay, well, are any of those in your children's rooms? And I was like, well, and I thought, and then all of a sudden I had this like rush. The hair on the back of my neck stood up, my heart dropped, and I realized like, well, yeah, both of them are in my daughter's rooms.
Yeah.
And it never occurred to me. It never occurred to me they're not going to be able to get out.
Right.
They can't get out if there's a fire. If there's a fire.
Any sort of emergency,
And
really.
and then it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have to do something like immediately. It took me. I have to wait for the windows to come in and like talk about really terribly sleeping nights.
Right.
Like but it never occurred to me, and I think a lot of people don't think that way, right?
Well, please give us a call. We'd love to come out and take a look and let you know what your options are, right? But really, if you can't get a hold of us, just get a hold of anybody.
Call someone, man. Like get your kids safe.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
And you can do just one window. Like you don't have to replace all the windows in your house. Windows are expensive, and we know that. But do one.
Yeah.
Just get your children safe. Like, man, it just blew me up.
Yeah.
Like it really messed with me. So.
Well, it's an important call to action. So we appreciate you coming on the show and sharing a little about this. And then, of course, also the work that you're doing, giving back. It's really quite wonderful
we live
to
here,
see.
Right? So we want to take care of the people that live here with us.
Right.
So
that's what it's all about. H&F Exteriors, thank you both so much for being here today. We're going to have all that information right there on your screen. Again, just give them a call, visit their website. They'll keep you warm and safe this holiday season.